At the age of 70, a wealthy CEO decided to become an intern at a young company. Despite his millions in assets, he had been feeling lonely every time he returned home since his wife's passing. So, when he saw a job posting for senior citizen interns on the street, he immediately went to the company for an interview. The company was filled with many older people, including some patients on 4 drips. In the end, Ben successfully landed the job thanks to his extensive work experience. On his first day, he walked into the office carrying a vintage leather briefcase, a mechanical alarm clock, and a flip phone. Surrounded by young people, he couldn't even figure out how to turn on a laptop. No one had high hopes for him, but to everyone's surprise, he was assigned to be the boss's assistant. However, when he entered the boss's office, Annie told him that he didn't need to work. The senior citizen internship program was merely a way to maintain the company's positive image. Ben, however, firmly insisted that he wouldn't take a salary without working. For the next 2 weeks, he was the first to arrive at the office and the last to leave, yet he didn't receive any work assignments. While the other interns were busy, he felt like an outsider. So, he started taking the initiative by moving cargo, cleaning the office, and teaching his colleagues about sales logic. Just as he thought life would continue like this, he suddenly noticed that Annie's driver had been drinking and was about to drive her. As Annie was heading downstairs, he immediately ran to the front of the car to stop the driver. The driver denied the accusation, but Ben said if he didn't admit it, he would report the incident to Annie. The driver ultimately had no choice but to take a leave of absence, and Ben became Annie's temporary chauffeur. As Annie got out of the car, she casually mentioned that she was hungry. Ben promptly went to buy her breakfast. When Annie returned, she was quite surprised. Later, while on the road, she received a call from an investor who wanted to send a CEO to help her share the workload. This left Annie feeling helpless, as she feared the investor would take away the company she had single-handedly built. Ben noticed the tears in her eyes. As Annie was about to exit the car, Ben reminded her that she was the founder of the company. It was at this moment that Annie finally started to take Ben seriously. The next day, Ben finally received an email in his inbox. Annie asked him to help clean his stained coat. Ben was thrilled and immediately went to get the garment. However, when he pushed open the conference room door, he found Annie crying. The pressure from investors and the company's difficulties weighed heavily on this 30-year-old woman. Unfortunately, the misfortunes didn't end there. One day, while Ben was picking up Annie's daughter from school, he noticed Annie's husband, Mark, getting into a strange woman's car. The two were acting intimately in the vehicle. In the end, Ben took a detour and circled around for an hour before taking the child home. He wanted to tell Annie about this incident but didn't know how to bring it up.